Our shamanic path is a path of fire. And there are traditionally 4 kinds of shamans, 4 different paths of the shaman. The path of water, which is the healers, the path of air, which are the storytellers, the path of earth, which are the people that work, that breed and crossbreed their wisdom and their corn of the land, of the mother. And then the path of fire, which is a path of rapid transformation, of bringing to the light. What happens to a vampire? How do you deal with vampires? Well, we run into a lot of vampires, but remember that they melt as soon as they come to the light. You bring them near the fire and they dissolve. With the rising sun, the daylight, the vampires go away. So this is the practice that we do. We bring the light to all of these energies that are hidden in the dark. And the minute that they are exposed to the light, we see them for what they truly are. So our ceremony is the fire ceremony. And I'm going to ask you to light your candle. And this is going to be your candle fire ceremony. If you can do this outdoors in a bonfire, please go ahead and do so. But I'm doing fire ceremony almost daily. During this dark time that we're living in, to be able to bring light and clarity and lightness. Some of the days that we wake up into are very dense and heavy, so we may bring a little bit of lightness to them. I like these little hibachi sticks. They're wonderful for home fire ceremonies. So I'd like you to blow into that stick whatever it is that you're ready to let go of right now, that you're grappling with. Maybe it's a sense of uncertainty, maybe it's work-related, maybe it's weight loss, how do I get healthy? Whatever it is that you're grappling with, I'd like you to blow it into the fire. If it's whatever, whether it's physical, emotional, energetic, spiritual, or all of the above. And when you've done that, I'd like you to place it in the fire. And hold it in your hand as long as you can, without getting burnt, of course. And allow whatever obstacle you put in, whatever block, whatever heaviness, to be turned back to light, to be returned to the light. And allow it to burn safely somewhere as you continue with the releasing from wherever center you find that obstacle is located. If it's your heart, release it. Release it to the wind and to the fire and to the waves and to the sky. If it's in your lower belly, in your second chakra, your creative center, release that to the mother, to Mother Earth. Allow the light within it to ignite it and illuminate it. If it's in one of your upper chakras, and now I'd like you to pass your hand over the fire, over the flames, and bring that fire to those centers that you released. So bringing the light, if it was your heart, bringing the light into your heart. becoming lighthearted. Breathing it in. And now doing the same with the next chakra that you worked. If it's your belly, bringing that light to your belly. And then the next chakra that you worked with. And take a moment and sit with this light. Feel it infusing every cell in your body, igniting it, firing it up, filling it with light. And your field, experience your energy field. That energy envelope that surrounds your physical body. The light burning and transmuting and releasing any bound energy, any trapped or blocks. Setting your own light on fire. Filling yourself with the light. Some of you have traveled with me to Peru, to the Andes, and you've learned about Inti, the sun god. Inti, I-N-T-I. And for a long time, anthropologists believed that primitive peoples, ancient peoples, in the language of old anthropology, primitive or primordial, that they worshiped the sun. And it's actually not true. They didn't really dig deep enough into the matter. What they celebrated was not the sun, but the light. The light is different from the sun. Now we know that the sun is 100 million times the size of the earth, and that it's a blazing furnace of nuclear fires, and that all the stars are burning hydrogen fuel, and when they are spent, when they burn all their fuel up, they become red dwarfs and then black holes. Indigenous people knew nothing about this. To them, the sun was a hole in the sky that all the light spilled in through. It was the light that they honored and celebrated. Not the star, but the light. And the light was called Ti. Inti, I-N-T-I, was the sun god, and the light was Ti, Ti. That's why you have so many places in the Andes referring to Ti, to the place of the origin of the light. For example, Lake Titicaca. The golden city of the Incas, the city that no one could find, was called Paititi. Paititi. These were the places of the light. Of course, no one could find it because it doesn't exist in the physical world. It was like the Avalon of the English. It existed in the luminous world, in the luminous realm. And they understood that it was from this original luminosity that all form and all of creation emerged. And if you could work directly with the original luminosity, you didn't have to wrestle with the physical form as much to mold it and shape it to your liking. You could co-create at the place of the luminosity, of the luminous. Every time we do a fire ceremony, we connect with the light and we awaken our own light, our own tea. But the light can also blind you, can make you blind. If you look at it, if you use it to distract you, it'll blind you. If you use it to point out what you need to learn and discover, it'll become a great tool. When we explore our inner shadow, we take the light of awareness with us.